Mic check. Almost there. Okay, thank you for your patience. Okay, 1 second. Thank you, God. All right. Yoga Sutra, Sutra 34 of Book 1. Today should be a really easy session. I know I say that a lot and it doesn't turn out to be that way, but today should be okay. Meaning I don't see it being longer than an hour and 45 minutes from now. Yeah, so only 48 minutes total because I took a 4-minute break or something. Okay, almost there. A little more. And it just takes for me, some things to get started. Once I get started, as long as there's no impediments like spelling errors, smooth sail. If that doesn't sound horrible, then you're on the right track. All right, very short, and yeah, from the get-go. Oh no, I took the wrong one. I was supposed to take the good one. Sorry, I took the poor one, or the empty chamber. I don't know what's in there. So the downside of being a vapist, I'm a vapist, not a vampire. I vape, and therefore I'm a vapist. He's a vapist. What a effing vapist. You vapist. Yes, I am. So back to my point, the downside of being a vapist is, when you get towards the end, you don't know what the F you're, vaping, especially if you don't have the means to get another one at that time. So you have no choice but to suck on. Sorry. Slogan for life. You want to hear satanic slogan for life? What choice do I have? That should be the slogan for life. Welcome to life. What choice do you have? Okay, 1 second. All right. That's a high class D-rated production. That makes me happy. Forget B-rated movies, forget C-rated production. This is a fine D-rated production. Solid. What is it? You got the NBA, and then you got the I forget now. DBLA or something, DLBA, the minor league, and then you got something lower than that. And then you got something lower than that, so that's me. D rated as fourth class, fourth degrees of separation from professionals. Yeah, it is what it is. Okay, at least I got purple background now. Gotta figure it out. I got a purple background. That cost me a couple of brain cells. I swear. I can figure this out. Purple. Oh no. Goodbye, brain cells. Precious, precious brain cells. We're gonna miss reciting Sanskrit with you. Those were the last words of a couple of brain cell sacrifices for this purple color. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. Okay, if I don't read, I'm gonna waste my cannabis. Here we go. Namaste. No, shakhan. No, shalom. Okay, maybe I don't have to shout if I get it closer. Yeah. Checking my cool better than before. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. Better than before. I have such low standards. We're only human. So am I. I'm a higher standard human than you, or wanna be higher because I can't afford it. Here we go. Braja chaldana vitarana pyam pranasiyam. Okay, since it's Sutra, the main Sutra, I'll say it one more time. Braja chaldana vitarana pyam pranasiyam. Cao sư thuya siang va yul na si kang put pyang prayat na bi shwe shwa de vamanam prach chaldanam vitaranam prano yang masatang pyang bang manasah satitim sampadayat. Second try. 高是土有香，网有那些刚不得平，不然也得那比些说的爸妈那么，不然也得那比些说的爸妈那么，不然就吃的那么，比汤的那么，不然no yang masuk tang piang bang mana sah setitim sampadayat. That last try, same place. 高是土有香， Vayornasika Buddha Pyam Prayatana Visheshwa Devamanam Prachachaldanam. Start over. Gasher Tuya Siam, Gasher Tuya Siam, Vayornasika Buddha Pyam Prayatana Visheshwa Devamanam Prachachaldanam Vitanranam Pranoyamasatang Pyam Vang Manasaha Satitim Sampadayat. Okay, final, absolute last try, fourth try. If I make a mistake, I'll move on. Gasher Tuya Siam, because I got, the last one was pretty good. It's good enough, it's passable, but I'll do it again. Gasher Tuya Siam, Payorna Sika Buddha Pyam, Parayatana Vishesha Devamanam, Prachachaldanam, Vitanranam, Pranoyamasatang Pyam, Vang Manasaha Satitim Sampadayat. Om Namaste. Na Shakham. Na Shalom. Okay, I'm going to remind myself to read two translations. They're just not reliable. And if anybody's getting angry from what I just said, you cannot handle the truth. And if you go double mad because of what I said just now, which is you cannot handle the truth, it's called a life rage, which is probably worse than road rage, because road rages are contained within vehicles, I hope. I don't know. Or by expulsion and retention of breath. Expulsion is the ejection of the expulsion is the ejection of the abdominal. Once again, expulsion is the ejection of the abdominal air through the apertures of the nose by a special kind of effort. I'll say it one more time. Expulsion is the ejection of the abdominal air through the apertures of the nose by a special kind of effort. Retention is restraint of the breath. Or, by these two, he should attain to a stability of the central organ. That's it, very short. Okay, Ragi Veda next. Thank you very much. Final adjustment based on today. Okay, 2 minutes, thank you. Oh, wait, I forgot to read the second translation. Oof, okay. Second translation. Or from the expulsion or retention of breath. The expulsion is to throw out the air of the lungs through the nostrils by special effort. Retention is the breath control. The yogi should achieve the steadiness of the mind by these as an optional measure. I'll start from here. The expulsion is to throw out the air of the lungs through the nostrils by special effort. Retention is the breath control. The yogi should achieve the steadiness of the mind by these as an optional measure. Okay. Raghaveda next, 2 minutes, thank you. Okay, I'm set up. I should use the restroom. I'm like, yes, I'm a yogi. I could hold it. No. Yeah, 2 minutes. Thank you. Almost there. Less than 1 minute. Less than 1 minute. Since when did I start saying less than 1 minute? Namaste. Na shaka, na shalom. Prantariyan pang pratama majatvam purang gurutra dararusha bibangataha. Second drawing. Prantariyan pang pratama majatvam purang gurutra dararusha bibangataha. Last drawing. Prantariyan pang pratama yajatvam purang gurutra dararusha bibangataha. Pratahi yajinyamashavinang tathangate pra shamsananti gavayaha bulva panjaha. Second try. Pratahi yajinyamashavinang tathangate pra shamsananti gavayaha bulva panjaha. Prantariyan jatvam ashavinang hinota na sayamasati devayang ajushatama. Second try. Prantariyan jatvam ashavinang hinota na sayamasati devayang ajushatama. Utanyo asumadya jate bi javaha bulvaha bulvo yajamano paniyane. Second try. Utanyo asumadya jate bi javaha bulvaha bulvo yajamano paniyane. Hiranen yatte vangamatu valnoa krudasunuha barakushwa bahananang rato baldate bama. Second try. Hiranuyat vangma tulbanua krutasunuha. I want to say that again. Hiranuyat vangma tu valnoa. Hiranuyat vangma tu. Hiranuyat vangma tu valnoa. Hiranuyat vangma tu valnoa. Hiranuyat vangma tu valnoa. Krutasunuha barakushwa bahananang rato baldate bama. Last try. Hiranuyat vangma tu valnoa. Krutasunuha barakushwa bahananang rato baldate bama. Manojabang ashavinang pataramha yenatiyato duritani vishavang. Second try. Manojabang ashavinang pataramha yenatiyato duritani vishavang. One more. Last try. Manojabang ashavinang pataramha yenatiyato duritani vishavang. Yo puyashatam na satyam pyam vivesha janishatam bituvo rarate vipage. Sa tokamasya biparachami piranul tva pasaha sadamituturiyat. Second try. Sa tokamasya biparachami piranul tva pasaha biparachami piranul tva pasaha sadamituturiyat. Okay, last try. Sa tokamasya biparachami piranul tva pasaha sadamituturiyat. Samashevinora basang nutanena mayopuvan supranuiti gamema. Second try. Samashevinora basang nutanena mayopuvan supranuiti gamema. no rayim bahata mutta birana vishvanya murudai sabhagani. Second try. No rayim bahata mutta birana vishvanya murudai sabhagani. Namaste. Na shakha. Na shalom. Okay. Hymn 77. First, worship those who come at early morning. Let the twain drink before the giftless niggard. The Ashravins claim the sacrifice at daybreak. The sages yielding the first share extol them. I'm going to read that second sentence again. The Ashravins claim the sacrifice at daybreak. The sages yielding the first share extol them. Worship at dawn and instigate the Ashravins. Nor is the worshipper at eve rejected. Besides ourselves, another craves and worships. Each first in worship is most highly favored. Covered with gold, meat-tinted, dropping fatness, your chariot with its freight of food comes hither. Swift as thought, Ashravins, rapid as the tempest, wherewith ye travel over all obstructions. He who hath served most often the Nasatyas, and gives the sweetest food at distribution, furthers with his own holy works his offspring, and ever passes those whose flames ascend not. May we obtain the Ashravins' newest favor, and gain their health-bestowing happy guidance. Bring riches hither unto us, and heroes, and all felicity and joy, immortals. Okay, Veda next, thank you. 2 minutes. Okay, it's a little longer. I mean, I swear I could finish the lecture within 1 hour and 45 minutes. That's what I said. 1 hour and 45 minutes. God damn it. He just wanted to finish his lecture before 1 hour and 45 minute mark. That was his last straw. There's so many laughing while he's being mad. Just come out on the other side. Okay. Almost there. 1 minute, thank you. I swear, 1 minute. Sometimes, not all the time, sometimes I get more afraid of the translations, especially the bad ones. These are good. Like, you guys are in for a treat. This author has written this, like, probably over 100 years ago by now. More than 100-year, old translation. The Bible is one if you read the King James Version. There are not that many. The Book of Mormon is another one. It's more than 100 years old. The translation itself, I mean. What I mean is, like, it makes you sound like all high-class American, like high-class American. Yeah, that's what it makes you sound like. That's the truth. It makes you sound like a high-class American because if it was written more than 100 years ago by this prestigious, author, probably went to Harvard or Yale or one of those crazy. I am crazy here. Okay. Here we go. Eitanuvak. I could read Sanskrit. End of all discussion. Taitiriya Upanishad. Taitiriya Upanishad. Second bodily Eitanuvakam. Here we go. Yes, nicotine. To carry me through. Thank you, nicotine. Two pages long. Almost two. Here we go. Namaste. One for good luck. Thank you, nicotine, for all that you've done for me. Not to forget the ones, friends sometimes make mistakes. Just watch the Big Lebowski, the one with the gun. You'll know what I'm talking about, always like messing up. Here we go. Brahma Nanandami Mamsang Pisha Samadhavataha Pavatem Pishodati Suryaha. One more. Pishodati Suryaha Pisha Samadhagnisha Janandarashijam. Second try. Pisha Samadhagnisha Janandarashijam Murtil Thavati Panchama Iti. Second try. Murtil Thavati Panchama Iti. Saisha Nanandasyam Mimamsang Pavati. So this is one example of an illegal alien intruding a Sanskrit text. So this is supposed to be one word, and that you lose that ma sound, the half circle, and put that dot above the vowel. Mimamsa. Yeah, that's the original. Don't ask me how I know. Well, it's right there actually. Thank you, memory. Here we go. Saisha Nanandasya Mimamsang Pavati. Yuvang Sya Dosa to Yuvang Atya Yakaha. Sishatwa Dura Tui Shirtwa Bali Shirtwa Dura Tui Shirtwa. Okay. Second try. Sishatwa Dura Tishutwa Bali Shirtwa. One more. I'm just gonna practice something. Dura Tui Shirtwa. Dura Tui Shirtwa. Bali Shirtwa. Okay, here we go. Last time. Sishatwa Dura Sishatwa Dura Tui Shirtwa Balishitvaha. Okay, final, fourth try, absolute final try. Asishitva, Durutwishitva, Balishitvaha. Nyasyayam, Protibi, Salvang, Bitatnasyang, Purno, Syangate. Second try. Tasyayam, Protibi, Salvang, Bitatnasyang, Purno, Syangate. Sa eko manusha ananandaha te ye shatam manusha ananandaha. Second try. It's the end of the first, I guess, shloka. Wow, yeah. Ye te ye shatam manusha ananandaha. How many are there? 2, 3, 4, I think. 4 or 5. Okay, 5 shlokas. Just finished the first one. There we go. Second one. 4 more to go. So, Namaste. Na Shakha. Na Shalom. Sa Eko Manushya Ganan Talibana Mananandaha. Second try. Sa Eko Manushya Ganan Talibana Mananandaha. Shirotriyasyam Jakama Hatasyam. Second try. Shirotriyasyam Jakama Hatasyam. Te ye shatam Manushya Ganan Talibana Mananandaha. Sa Eko Devaganan Talibana Mananandaha. Shirotriyasyam Jakama Hatasyam. Ye te ye shatam. God's not letting me proceed. Where did I mess up, God? Right here. Okay. Backing up. Te ye shatam Manushya Ganan Talibana Mananandaha. Sa eko Devaganan Talibana Mananandaha. Shirotriyasyam Jakama Hatasyam. Te ye shatam Devaganan Talibana Mananandaha. Sang ekaha Pituranam Jira Loka Lokana Mananandaha. One more. Second try. Sang ekaha Pituranam Jira Loka Lokana Mananandaha. Shrotriyasyam Jakama Hatasyam. Te ye shatam Pituranam Jira Loka Lokana Mananandaha. Sa ekang ajanajanam devana mananandaha. Oh, okay. I need to back up here. So that's the end of the 2, but I'm gonna back up 2 sentences, starting from the arrow. Second try. Te ye shatam pituranam jira loka lokana mananandaha. Sa ekang ajanajanam devana mananandaha. Okay, last try on the last sentence of shloka 2 of second bodily 8th anuvangam. Here we go. Sang ekam janajanam devana mananandaha. Okay, now shloka 3 left. Namaste. Na Shakha. Na Shalom. Shrotriyasyam Jakama Hatasyam. Te ye shatam ajanajanam devana mananandaha. Sa ekaha kaima devanam devana mananandaha. I added something here. 1 second try. Sa ekaha kaima devanam devana mananandaha. Ye kaimana devana piyananti. Second try. ye kaimana devanapi yananti shrotriyasyam janka mahatasyam. Second try. Shrotriyasyam janka mahatasyam te ye shatam kaima devanamananandaha sa eko devanamananandaha shrotriyasyam janka mahatasyam te ye shatam devanamananandaha sa eka inandrasya nanandaha. Second try, last sentence, shloka 3. Sa eka inandrasya nanandaha. Okay, 2 more to go. Namaste. Na shakha. Na shalom. Shrotriyasyam janka mahatasyam te ye shatam inandrasya nanandaha. One more. Te ye shatam inandrasya nanandaha sa eko puruhasupatera nanandaha. One more. Sa eko puruhasupatera nanandaha shrotriyasyam janka mahatasyam te ye shatam puruhasupatera nanandaha sa ekaha prajapatera nanandaha shrotriyasyam janka mahatasyam te ye shatam prajapatera nanandaha sa eko brahmana anandaha. Second try. Sa eko brahmana anandaha. One more. Sa eko brahmana anandaha shrotriyasyam janka mahatasyam. Okay. Last one. Ooh. Sangankramati. Here we go. Namaste. Final shloka. Na shakha. Na shalom. Sa yashichang yam purushvem. Yashichang savadityam. Sa ekaha. Sa ya bivam bit. Second try. Sa ya evam bit. Asma lulokat pratyam. One more. Asma lulokat pratyam. Etamanana mayamat manapo mupa sangankramati. Etamanana mayamat manamupa sangankramati. One more. Etamanana mayamat manamupa sangankramati. Etam pranayamat manamupa sangankramati. Etam manomayamat manamupa sangankramati. Oh, God wants me to... Okay, backing up. Second try. Etam pranayamat manamupa sangankramati. Etam manomayamat manamupa sangankramati. Etam vijñānamayamat manamupa sangankramati. I want to do it again. It's a gray one. Gray. And you mean like C plus, C minus? Etam vijñānamayamat manamupa sangankramati. Etam nanandamaya manamupa sangankramati. Second try. Etam nanandamayamat manamupa sangankramati. Tadapyesha shloko bhavati. Om Namaste. Iti ashirta moduvankaha. I want to say the last sentence one more time. Etam nanandamayamat manamupa sangankramati. Tadapyesha shloko bhavati. Okay, done. Na Shalom. Alright, translation, and then after this is Mahabharata. My goal is to finish entire thing before 1 hour and 45-minute mark. Be nice and tidy, I don't know. Okay, here we go. Eitanuvakam. Yeah, it hurts when I say things that I didn't read in Sanskrit. There was no title in the other version, so there was an ending, and thus ends the 8th Anuvaka. I could say that because I already read it in Sanskrit, but whatever. Me complaining. Through fear of him, the wind doth blow. Through fear of him, the sun doth rise. It looks like use. Yeah, I'm gonna start from the beginning again. Sorry, I didn't want to break this 4 lines. Through fear of him, the wind doth blow. Through fear of him, the sun doth rise. Through fear of him, both Agni and Indra and death, as fifth, do speed along. This is a consideration of bliss. Let there be a youth, a good youth, well read, very quick, very firm, very strong. Let this whole earth be full of wealth for him. That is one human bliss. 100 human blisses are one bliss of the human Ganantaivas, also of a man who is versed in the scriptures and who is not smitten with desire. 100 blisses of the human Ganantaivas are one bliss of the divine Ganantaivas, also of a man who is versed in the scriptures and who is not smitten with desire. 100 blisses of the divine Ganantaivas are one bliss of the fathers in their long-enduring world, also of a man who is versed in the scriptures and who is not smitten with desire. 100 blisses of the fathers in their long-enduring world are one bliss of the gods who are born so by birth, also of a man who is versed in the scriptures and who is not smitten with desire. 100 blisses of the gods who are born so by birth are one bliss of the gods who are gods by work, who go to the gods by work, also of a man who is versed in the scriptures and who is not smitten with desire. 100 blisses of the gods who are gods by work are one bliss of the gods, also of a man who is versed in the scriptures and who is not smitten with desire. 100 blisses of the gods are one bliss of Indra, also of a man who is versed in the scriptures and who is not smitten with desire. 100 blisses of Indra are one bliss of Brihaspati, also of a man who is versed in the scriptures and who is not smitten with desire. 100 blisses of Brihaspati are one bliss of Prajapati, also of a man who is versed in the scriptures and who is not smitten with desire. 100 blisses of Prajapati are one bliss of Brahman, also of a man who is versed in the scriptures and who is not smitten with desire. Both he who is here in a person and he who is yonder in the sun, he is one. He who knows this, on departing from this world, proceeds unto that self which consists of food, proceeds unto that self which consists of breath, proceeds unto that self which consists of mind, proceeds unto that self which consists of understanding, proceeds unto that self which consists of bliss. As to that, there is also this verse. Okay. And thus ends the 8th Anubhavika. That I read in the Sanskrit. It's not in here. And that's just the title. I hate just... I guess that's this is what happens if you don't know Sanskrit. You supply words for understanding, grasping for straws, I say. Anyway, okay, 2 minutes, thank you. Mahabharata is next and last. I drank a lot of coffee. Just drinking, going to the bathroom, drinking coffee and going to the bathroom. The cycle, it's too fast of a cycle for me to handle right now. But 2 minutes, thank you. Mahabharata is next and last. I'm gonna use the restroom. Final reading. Hopefully, if I get it done before 1:45 minute mark, that'll make me a happy person for today. If that sounds not horrible to you, then wow, the world must suck. Anyway, I'll be back. Okay, almost there. Right, what am I doing? Okay, give me another minute. Thank you. It's really short today, 18 shlokas. Yeah, only problem with it, you see that the semicolon there, that illegal alien called semicolon in a holy Sanskrit text, if you will. No, don't forget the word holy. Anyway, that illegal alien semicolon, one in one sentence. That's one sentence, one line. Not always one line is one sentence, but if we finish it with a line or two, it's a sentence. Illegal alien, one, and another sentence, another illegal alien living there, another illegal alien, that's holy Sanskrit text, another illegal alien called semicolon, another is every single line has an illegal semicolon alien, illegal semicolon alien. Every sentence, I'm not kidding, every sentence has an illegal semicolon alien living there and residing there. It's there, it's written there. Illegal semicolon alien. Don't forget the word alien. Oh, this is a illegal alien semicolon free. This one and another one. Wow, that's really rare. That's good job, human. Human. I can't even pluralize anymore. Human. Okay, another one. That's three. Three out of what? 36 ain't so bad. 3 out of 36. Oh, 4 out of 36. 5 out of 36. 6 out of 36. That's a Guinness Book of Record for human, you know. Wow. They got 6 out of 36 lines correct. Or 3 shlokas out of 18 correct. That's a miracle. Holy. Yeah, it goes down. It's all downhill from there. They got 3 out of 18 right. That sounds so human. You have no idea. Yep, everyone has an illegal semicolon alien. Aryan. Aryan and alien. It's just a Chinese letter away. Anyway. I mean, are you an illegal Aryan or an illegal alien? Hey, do not defile me with those illegal aliens. I'm an Aryan. Ah, well, I am Chinese, so, you know, alien and Aryan could be the same thing. It's like, oh, no wonder you're called Chinese. Anyway. Roasting my own race. Oh, no. Well, at least I speak Sanskrit to defend myself. It's like, let's get that self-deprecating, you know, whatever. Like, whatever, yes. Get him, get whatever. I just go, Hare Krishna, Hare. World War III, I'm my freaking mouth. So I'm dreading this chapter because of this, you know. And everybody should be. Every Sanskrit scholar should be very afraid of that illegal semicolon alien text. Yeah, I don't even know how to deal with it. So this is a headache. This is what slows down Sanskrit, is that illegal semicolon alien. Riddled throughout the entire text except for three very, very lucky shlokas. As if they took care of the first 3 shlokas, probably exactly what happened. They, you know, took care of the semicolon problem, the first 3 shlokas, and the heck with it. The heck with it. Okay, here we go. Just give me one more minute, because this illegal, I'm not kidding you. If you have any knowledge of anything, if you know anything about Sanskrit, and if that's illegal alien semicolon does not bother you, then your IQ must be lower than mine. That's all there is to it. All right, give me 1 minute, thank you. What do I do? Like, do I do 2 versions? Because that's what it represents, you know, essentially. 2 versions for every single friggin' sentence after Shloka 3. It's as if they planned this all along just to spite me. It's like, we know there's one human on this entire earth, who could read, so let's mess him up. And we're not gonna do a good job. And we'll do a half-ass job. The first three shlokas was fine. The rest of them, just the heck with it. The heck. That's exactly what they did. I'm just, dramatizing what they did. 42 seconds, thank you. I better, yeah. I'm gonna make myself more coffee, and I'm delaying it. You know why? Because this shloka is perfect. This is a perfect shloka. Oh my god, beautiful! It's $50,000 shloka, if you ask me. Oh, it's the second one, oh, was beautiful. Same thing as the first one. The $50,000 shloka. Third one, oh my god, look at that! It's beautiful. Another 50. That makes the three $50,000 shlokas. $150,000, if you ask me. That's the worth. And then you get to this illegal semicolon alien on the starting from the fourth starting, not just like one sentence out of 20, like 20 out of 20, or in this case one, six, 30 out of 30. They messed up 30 out of 30 times. 30 out of 30 times. How do you do that? Like, I don't know. Is this a cultural thing? Because if a Korean did that, or not, I don't know, if a high class American or a Korean did that, that would be fucking like homeless right now. Oh, tears. Anyway, yeah. I now I have to make coffee because that illegal semicolon alien riddled it throughout every single sentence, starting at the fourth shloka until the end. Until the end, so evil. Like they couldn't stop not putting the semicolon. They had to do it till the end. They couldn't repent their action of putting this illegal semicolon alien in every single sentence. So I need coffee. Okay, have I made myself clear? I hope so. Because you know what that means? It means automatic two versions for every single sentence. It's might as well be a 36 shloka with being redundant. Being redundant in Sanskrit is almost like a curse, if you ask me. You don't wanna be redundant. You don't wanna say the same thing. Once you said it in Sanskrit, it goes in the brain forever. Why would you say it again? But I'm required to. Why? Because a semicolon, illegal semicolon, alien in every single sentence, starting at the fourth shloka for Adi Paravan, chapter 87. I am not lying to you. I didn't make this shit up. I'm sorry. Just makes me mad. All right, so coffee, and then I'll be less mad, and then I could do this, and then finish this and go on with my life, which I don't have. But yes, my life. Okay, 3 minutes. Thank you. Coffee time again. Almost there. Alright, so I'm chilled again after the illegal semicolon alien episode. My daily episode with a illegal semicolon alien in a holy Sanskrit text. Yeah, give me one more minute, thank you. Yeah, so once again, if you have a caffeinated drink, you use my Gana Manantara. I'll quickly do the Gana Manantara here right now. It's right there. So you go Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Duryodhana, Hare Ichishitiram. Akabalu, 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 Akabalu. Negates most of the side effects from alcohol, caffeine, not alcohol. Sorry. Okay. I'm not looking forward to digging through semicolons. It really hurts. Like it hurts visually and it hurts when I say it. So it's a double whammy for me every single sentence. What I'll do is I'll still do two versions. I have no choice. But one of the versions I'm not really gonna pay attention to. Which version will it be? Depends. Like this, I'm pretty sure is one word. 99% sure is one word. But this one, like, I'm not too sure. It could be 70%. So it depends. This one word, 90%. So it all depends. This is 99%. Okay. I'm gonna have fun for the first 3 shlokas. After that, it's all Alice in Wonderland. Again. That's probably why I do it online, because did you know that my stress disappears when I like scream online, like, who the F put that illegal semicolon alien in the holy Sanskrit text, curse you to hell. After that I'm like, okay, I'm done. What's for dinner tonight? Okay, 3 people watched it. Wow, that's a record. Okay, 42 seconds, and I'll make sure I'll begin. I'll make myself an offer that I cannot refuse myself. 42 seconds, thank you. Or else. Namaste. Na shaka. Na shalom. Na shaka. Na shalom. Pain, illegal semicolon alien. Every single sentence. That's the problem. If it were just one illegal semicolon alien and just isolate it in one sentence, that would be fine with me. But no, it's every single sentence. I hope nobody's mad at me for saying illegal semicolon aliens. Nice. No. There's an idea. I'll ice the text. Okay, almost there. No, shaka. No, shalom. Ashitaka ubancham. Kattara suttu betayoha. Pulvam devanameti satumyatam. Second try. Kattara suttu betayoha. Kattara suttu betayoha. Pulvam devanameti 사드미야땅 우파율타바또 라자는 수리양 자는 드라마 소리방. Yes, I can try. 우파율타바또 라자는 수리양 자는 드라마 소리방. 여양 디루방참 아니케톰 그루 하스테슈어 Kama Varatuteshwa Samyataha. One more. Aniketo Guru Hasateshwa Kama Varatuteshwa Samyataha. Guru Hasateshwa Aniketo Guru Hasateshwa Kama Varatuteshwa Samyataha. Grama Eva Pasanan Pekushu Sutayoha Bolbataram Gataha. Second try. Grama Eva Pasanan Pekushu Sutayoha Bolbataram Gataha. Last try. Vasana Pekushu Sutayoha Bolbataram Gataha. The last try. Grama Eva Pasanan Pekushu Sutayoha Bolbataram Gataha. Apapyam Dilkama Yusutu Yaha Prabhuto Pikuratim Jarat. Second try. Apapyam Dilkama Yusutu Yaha Prabhuto Pikuratim Jarat. Tapietan Yadi Tatakurata Vang Jarat Soniat Tata Satapaha. Second try. Tapietan Yadi Tatakurata Vang Jarat Soniat Tata Satapaha. Jarat Soniat Tata Satapaha. Jarat Soniat Tata Satapaha. Last try. Tapietan Yadi Tatakurata Vang Jarat Soniat Tata Satapaha. One more. Absolute last try. Jarat Soniat Tata Satapaha. Last try. Absolute last try. Tapietan Yadi Tatakurata Vang Jarat Soniat Tata Satapaha. Yaduvai Nurushamsam Dadapatyama Huriyaha Savate Talmamat Nalta Bodhutiha. Second try. Yaduvai Nurushamsam Dadapatyama Huriyaha Savate Talmamat Nalta Bodhutiha. Okay, last Savate Talmamanal Tabudutiha. Okay, last try. Third try. Yaduvai Nurushamsam Dadapatyama Huri. Yaduvai Nurushamsam Dadapatyama Huriyaha Savate Talmamanal Tabudutiha. Asubopyani Shashicang Tataivam Rang Jamsutadang Janab. Dal Javam Samathis Tadariam. Okay. Second try. Asuvopiani Shashicam Tataivan Rang Jamsita Dal Javam Samathis Tadariam. Rang Jamsita Dal Javam Samathis Tadariam. Last try, third try. Asuvopiani Shashicam Tataivan Rang Jamsita Dal Javam Samathis Tadariam. I should I'll do one more. Fourth try. Asuvopiani Shashicam Tataivan Rang Jamsita Dal Javam Samathis Tadariam. Okay. Ashitakan Upanchang Kenasi Tu Taha Parahito Dian Rajani Ubang Sragavi Daishani Yaha Subaichang Kutan Gataha Katarasiang Dishi Tuvan Butang Ho Sutu Su Tuvan Mutang Ho Dishi Tuvan Mutang Ho Sevete Panativan Sutana Masati Tuvan Mutang Ho Dishi Tuvan Mutang. Okay, this is 2 words, I'm pretty sure. So this is a case I'll be required to do 2 versions. First version. Kutang Gatahe Karata Katarasiam. Kutang Gatahe Karatasiam Dishi Teva Butang Ho Sevete Panativam Satana Masati. You can't, the second version, combining this. Devam Mutang Ho Sevete Panativam Satana Masati. Kutang Gatahe Katarasiam Dishi Devam Mutang Ho Sevete Panativam Satana Masati. Yayanti Rubancham Imam Paumam Narakam Kushwena Punuyaha Paravashatva Pulvim Kagana de Viprakilnaha. Second try. This is 2 words. Imam Paumam Narakam Kushwena Punuyaha Paravashatva Pulvim Paravashatva Pulvim Kagana de Viprakilnaha. Last try. Imam Paumam Narakam Kushwena Punuyaha Paravashatva Pulvim Kagana de Viprakilnaha. I want to say it one more time. I'm coffee. How am I doing? 18 shlokas only, I forget. Okay, I'm almost 1/3 done. Can I get it done? Can I get the entire thing done before 1 hour and 45 minute mark? That's all I'm asking. Okay, one more try on the shloka 6 first part. Namaste. No, shaka. No, shalom. Imam Paumam Narakam Kushwena Punuyaha Paravashatva Pulvim Kagana de Viprakilnaha. So something's spiritually blocking it. Kagana de Viprakilnaha. One more. Imam Paumam Narakam Kushwena Punuyaha Paravashatva Pulvim Kagana de Viprakilnaha. Ukutu Vangham Baha Parapati Shuya Miananantaram Devarananti Mangam Brahmana Lokapalang. Okay, so this is 2 words. Ukutu Vangham Baha Parapati Shuya Miananantaram Devarananti Mangam Brahmana Lokapalang. What did I do? Yeah, okay. Is that better? Shloka 7. 12 away. Yeah, I could still finish the entire thing before 1 hour and 45 minute mark. And King Yaosha, Jesus' real name. King Yaosha's name. Āmēn. Okay, here we go. Half of it is a joke. Whatever I'm doing is a joke. Sorry, he can't even joke. You know how I know? He can't even say joke. That's a revelation. Sorry. Here we go. Satam Kashan Sakashem Tu Burutaha Prapata Satem Sangatang Gunabanan Tashichang Saibem. Second time. Satam Sakashem Tu Burutaha Prapata Satem Sangatang Gunabanan Tashichang Saibem. Shakurang Chichang Labato Hi Baro Mayaisha Patishwatang Pumitale Naranandram Mayaisha Patishwatang. Okay, 2 words I think. Shakurang Chichang Labato Hi Baro Mayaisha Patishwatang Pumitale Naranandram Ashirtaka Uvanchang Brochachami Tuvang Manga Prapatam Prapatam Yadi Lokaha Pangativa Sananti Matram. God wants me to repeat it. It's an easy sentence. Second try. Brochachami Tuvang Manga Prapatam Yadi Lokaha Pangativa Sananti Matram. Yadyanantari Kushwa Yadi Pang Divi Shritang Kushwa Tarajanyam Tuvang Tasya Taimasya Maniam. Shritang. I want to say it again. Second try. Yadyanantari Kushwa Yadi Pang Divi Shritang Kushwa Tarajanyam Tuvang Tasya Taimasya Maniam. Yayang Tiruvancham. Yang batu protiviang bihitam gabashevam sahara nuyah pashupiha baibatai shijang. Okay, gabam shivam saha. Okay, 2 words. Second try. Yang batu protiviang bihitam gabashevam sahara nuyah pashupiha baibatai shijang. Last try. Yang batu protiviang bihitam gavashivam. Yang batu protiviang bihitam gavashivam sahara nuyah pashupiha baibatai shijang. Tang barulokang divite samsutitang bai tatang bijanihi naranandra simhai. One more. Okay. Vaitatang samsititang vaitatang. Tang barulokang divite samsititang vaitatang bijanihi naranandra simhai. Ashirtakang uvancham tam suten dadami prapatam ye me lokang divi rajanandra sananti. One more. Tam sute dadami prapatam ye me lokang divi rajanandra sananti. Yadi anantari kushwe Yadi Bang Divi Shritang Sutana Krama Kushri Prama Mitra Saha. Second try. Halfway there. Yadi Anantari Kushwe Yadi Bang Divi Shritang Sutana Krama Kushri Prama Mitra Saha. Shritang Sutana Krama Kushri Paramamitra Saha, Kushri Paramamitra Saha. Okay, last try. Yadyanantari Kushwe Yadi Pang Divi Shritang Sutana Karama Kushri Paramamitra Saha. Yayang Tiruvancham. Come on, it jumps too much. Can't wait till AI production assistants. Namaste. Na shakhe. Na shalom. Na samad bito brahmanwa. Brahma bichajang pratigrahhe. Paltate raja mukhyang. Brahma bichajang pratigrahhe. Okay. Second try. Na samad bito brahmanwa. Na samad bito brahmanwa. Brahma bichajang pratigrahhe. Paltate raja mukhyang. Yatang pradeyam satatam tibijapya sutatang dadama polvamaham naranandram. Second try. Yatang pradeyam satatam tibijapya sutatang dadama polvamaham naranandram. Nang brahmanoha Krupano Jatu Jivediyang Jampi Siad Brahmanui Pirapatani Soham Yadaivan Krutapulvam Jareyam Bibit Samanaha Kimu Tatra Sangatu. One more. Second sentence. Second try. Soham Yadaivan Krutapulvam Jareyam Bibit samanaha kimu tatra satu. Prataldana uvanchan. Puruchang tuvam supurahanui yarupa. Prataldanoham yadi me sananti lokangha. Second try. Puruchami tuvam supuruhanui yoyarupam supuruhanui yoyam nuyarupam supuruhanui yarupam prataldanoham yadi me sananti lokah. Last try. Puruchami tuvam supuruhanui yarupam prataldanoham yadi me sananti lokah. Prataldanoham. Something shaking. Fucking wire. Sorry, just fucking wires. It's the wires. So I'm forced to do another try. Namaste. Oh my god. Just fucking wires. I need money. That's what I need. Okay. To do away with the wiring system and still be able to monitor my voice. I don't know, man. Alright, so I guess I'm, God's making me to take a break. That's all I gotta say. Come on, wire. Just give me a break. Give me a fucking break. Something going on. I don't get it. Also, my wire starts to rebel against me. Nothing else is against me. My wire goes against me now. Just, what do you call it? Aggression to stop. It's low IQ stuff. Stop. Here we go. Mic check. Namaste. How am I gonna do this? Puruchami tuvam supurahanui yarupa prataldanoham yadi me sananti lokah. Yadi anantari kushwe yadi pang divi shritang kushwatarajanyam tevangam tasya tamasya manye. Shirita hakushwatarajanyam. Okay, second version. Yadi anantari kushwa yadi vang divi Shirita hakushwatarajanyam tevangam tasya tamasya manye. Yayanti ruvancham sananti lokang pahavasate naranandra apye kaikah sabutang apyahani. Okay, this will be two versions. I'll do a second try on the first version now. 5 shlokas away. Yeah. Sananti lokang pahavasate naranandra apye kaikah sabutang apyahani. Second version, first try. Sananti lokang pahavasate naranandra apye kaikah sabutang apyahani. Matuchiutom krutta purukutang bishokang asate nanantavanantah pratipalayananti. Second try. Matuchiutom krutta purukutang, yeah. Bishokang asate nanantavanantah pratipalayananti. Third try. Matuchiutom krutta purukutang. Why does that sound wrong? Purukutang. Okay. It's not wrong. I just mess with the so it must be some pronunciation issues going on with the languages. South Bengali Yoga. That should frighten a lot of people. That means like your logic is always at stake. Okay, last try. Matuchiutom krutta purukutang. Oh my God. Krutta purukutang. Come on. Matuchiutom krutta purukutang bishokang asate nanantavanantah pratipalayananti. Prataldana uvancham tam sute tadami mang prapatam ye me loka satavate vai pavanantu. So I don't want to back up, but they made a fatal mistake here. Yeah, this should be me. How many times? So one of the texts is another one. Okay, so I'm not even gonna do a second version. This is supposed to be prapatamie me lokang asatavate vai pavanantu. It's what I have to deal with. It's not the end of the world, but it doesn't it's not 1-to-1. That's all I'm gonna say. It's almost like reading a English. Let's say that you're reading an English sentence. There's a comma in there that doesn't belong, so it throws you off a little bit. That kind of thing. But it's a little more severe because it is Sanskrit, which is deeper rooted than the English language for your DNA, even. Ooh. Namaste. Na shakha. Na shalom. Tam sutem dadami mang prapatamie me loka sutavate vai pavanantu. One more. So, because nobody's probably said that, what I just said. Nobody's said that in the last 500 years, probably. Unless you got a better version than this one, but the digital version happens to be a lot more accurate for the most part, except for maybe the Yoga Sutras, because it's just too old. Anyway, yeah, digital version is probably one of the better versions you're gonna get, period, because they, put effort into it. And they have to constantly maintain it. Anyway, it's unfortunate. Dadami mai prapatan prapatamie me loka setavate vai pavanentu. Yadi anantari kushwe yadi bang divi shirita setana krama kushwe parama petamo haha kushwe. Okay, I'll just do this. Just makes me mad. I just messed up like 3 sentences because of that semicolon. So I'm not kidding, when I talk about these semicolons. That just messed me up 3-4 times. So it's not, text has a, commas in there, semicolons in there, and the understanding even, where it shouldn't be. So, consider you're doing some hypnosis session and there's a car honking called semicolon. And you go, huh? And then you go back to your... That's exactly what's going on. Alright. Second try. Yadianan tarikushwe yadi bang TV shirita setana krama kushwi prama peta mohaha kushwi prama peta mohaha kushwi prama peta mohaha. Okay. Third try. Yadianan tarikushwe yadi bang TV shirita setana krama kushwi prama peta mohaha. Three left. Stuff like that, and just want to end the session because you're just like, what's the point of reading it if the freaking people don't care? It's like, do you care if your planet dies or not? Apparently God cares more than humans do in general. And so, if humans are like, oh, there's no God. Yeah, it sounds really demonic if you really think about it. So you can't even say that without sounding there is no God. Say that with a straight face. Well, yeah. Okay, give me 1 minute. Yeah, I'm not gonna make that 1 hour and 45 minute mark. It's only 30 seconds away. Never. If I finish the Sunday translation within the next 30 seconds, I would have to be God. I'm not. Anyway, so hopefully I'll finish by a 2-hour mark. That's my, next best thing. Das is life. I mean, what the heck? 42 seconds. Thank you, I swear. Okay, here we go. It's 3 shlokas away. Yeah, freedom. I mean, it's all because that's such illegal semicolon alien. And people, no one ever listens to me. Nang tuliya tejang he sukuratam kamayata yogakushwaman pangativa he sana. Okay. Just one version, yeah. Na tuliya tejang he sukuratam kamayata yogakushwaman pangativa he sana. Taiwan desha da padam prapya viduvam shijanenendra shamsam na hi jatu rajang. Take that, you illegal semicolon alien. But I have to do it again anyway. 30 seconds, please. Okay, second try. Namaste. Na shakha. Na shalom. Na shakha. Na shalom. Daipang desha da padam. Prapyam pidubam shicharanandara shamsam na hi jang tu rong jang. One more. Daipang desha da padam. Prapyam pidubam shicharanandara shamsam na hi jang tu rong jang. Yeah, it's messing me up. Alright, since it messed me up, I have to do it as a testimony against whoever did it, or, bring it up to God. Alright, absolute, I called it, the fourth try, absolute last try for a reason. Let God deal with it, not dealing with it. I'm just gonna repeat it. Fourth try, absolute last try. Blah, blah, blah. Daivang deshang dang padam prapyam pidubam shicharanandara shamsam na hi jang tu rang jang. Talmyam margam jatayano yashasyam kuryananarapo talmama vekushamanah yashasyam kuryananarapo jatayano yashasyam kuryananarapo. Okay. Oh yeah, okay. I'm just gonna do one version. Okay, second try. Talmyam margam jatayano yachasyam kuryananarapo talmama vekushamanah. Okay, last try. Talmyam margam jatayano yashasyam kuryananarapo talmama vekushamanah. Na madhavito talma buddhatiha prajananam kurya devam kripanam mam yatatatang. I'll do a second try. Alright, 3 sentences away. Nirvana. Okay, that's it. Na madhavito talma buddhatiha prajananam kurya devam. Madhavito talma buddhatiha praja nanan kuriya devam. Yeah, this friggin' illegal semicolon alien, man. Just never listen. I mean, never disappear now, please. Praja nanan kuriya devam. Praja nanan kuriya devam. Praja nanan kuriya devam. How many people has said ne kuriya devam, like breaking it into two? Because that's probably why it's not connecting as easily. Praja nanan kuriya devam. Okay, I'll take Gurupanam mam yatatatang. Last try. Na madhavito talma buddhatiha praja nanan kuriya devam Gurupanam mam yatatatang. Kuriya mapulpam. No, I could do it again. Okay. Now, Madhavit, sometimes when you say the next shloka, it lets you, the nerves, your nerves, let you go back. You can't build up on whatever you just did now. That's why, I don't want to mess up now, because it's like, now I'm building on something that's not as stable as it should have been. But because of the illegal semicolon aliens in every single sentence, it is what it is. Here we go. Na madhavito talma buddhatiha praja nanan kuriya devam kripanam mam yatatatang. Kuriya mapulvam na kritam yadanyai vibit samanaha kemu tatra santu. Yeah, guess who the perpetrator, guess what the perpetrator was? Illegal semicolon alien. Is it them again? Every time. Illegal semicolon alien. Okay, here we go. Namaste. No, Shakhan. No, Shalom. Kuriyama Pulvam Na Kuratam Yadaniel Bibit Samanah Yadaniel Bibit Samanah Kimu Tatra Satu. Last try. Kuriyama Pulvam Na Kuratam Yadaniel Bibit Samanah Kimu Tatra Satu. Pruvanomam Nirupatim Yayatim Nirupotamo Yayatim Nirupotamo Pasumanang Brabhitatama Yayatim. Okay, I'll do two versions of that, but before I do that, I want to repeat this. Fourth try from the Arab. Kuriyama Pulvam Na Kuratam Yadaniel Bibit Samanah Kimu Tatra Satu. Puruvanamevam Nirupatim Yayatim Nirupotamo Pasumana Brabhitama. Third try on the first version, though there will be a second version of that. I'm not gonna I'm just gonna get it right. The second one, I mean. No, I'm not gonna stress too much on the second version, yeah. Burubanamevam Nirupatim Yayatim Nirupotamo Pasumanang Brabhitama. Yeah, it's really hard. Fourth try. Burubanamevam Nirupatim Yayatim Nirupotamo Pasumana Brabhitama. The end of the world try. Fifth try. No, it must be, huh? Bruvanamevam Nirupatim Yayatim Nirupotamo Pasumana Brabhitama. I'll take it. Now, second version, combining the two words which have been separated by the illegal semicolon alien, as you can clearly see there. If you can, I'll highlight it for you even. If I caught it. I iced. I mean. Okay. Second version, first try. I'm gonna hopefully get it the first time. What was I doing again? Scratching my head as I'm doing it. Combining the two words separated by the semicolon alien. So it should be, I should say the word now. No, it's the second version. Second version, I should get the word right. On the second version, on the third try, I should get the whole thing right. Purvanamevam Nirupatim Yayatim Nirupotamo Yayatim Nirupotamo Yayatim Nirupotamo Yayatim Nirupotamo Yayatim Nirupotamo. There'll be a third version, you know why? Because Yayatim, when you combine it with Nirupotamo, I think sometimes it becomes Yayatina and not Tima. Because Timana is harder to say than Tinana. Just my opinion. It's the last sentence, so I could do that, I guess. I don't know. Alright. Last try, second version. There'll be a third version. Bruvanamevam Nirupatim Yayatim Niru Bruvanamevam Nirupatim Yayatim Nirupotamo Pasumana Brabhitama. Third version, which is changing the, so it's dealing with the illegal semicolon alien again, you know, as you can clearly see as I highlighted there. Because of that, came out 3 different versions. If that's the damage, it caused that little semicolon. It looks very, it looks like it's like blends into some, low IQ people. They go, oh, what's the matter with the, there's no problem with that semi. A perfectly fine looking semi. It just doesn't belong there. That's a problem. It has created 3 versions already of that last sentence. Not in every single sentence, but the finishing final finish him, fatality, line. It just takes a lot more effort and time because of that illegal semicolon alien. Okay. Yayati potamo. Yayati potamo. Yayati potamo. Pasamana brabitamo. First try on, I was working on the change. First try, third version, final version. Purvanamebam nirupatim yayatina nirupotatamum pasumana brabhitam. Second try. Purvanamebam nirupatim yayatina nirupotatamum pasumana brabhitam. Okay, cool. Alright, so that should have covered the spiritual aspects of that, whatever is connected. I'm talking nerve-wise. Yeah. That's why you don't mess with Sanskrit texts, like messing with the brain surgeon Molly's. Never mind. I just want to make sure I'm not doing a wrong translation reading. Okay, cool. I'm good. All right, here we go. I'm gonna need more. I could have finished the whole thing, within the 1 hour and 45-minute mark, but because of needless to say, every time illegal semicolon alien. Yeah, I'll show you again if you don't believe. Just look at the damage it's caused. In every single sentence. Like, can you see it? You could see my highlights, right? I'm not lying to you. I'm not making stuff up. There's an illegal semicolon alien in every single Sanskrit sentence. In this chapter and others too, you don't want to know about. The stuff that you see in the news. 42 seconds, I swear. Thank you. Translation next and final. Oh, by the way, so if you just came by to listen to Sanskrit recitation, I'm not reading any more Sanskrit, so goodbye. If you want to stick around for the translation, I'll read it in the 42 seconds. Oh, I also forgot to read a translation for the Bhagavad Gita text that I wrote yesterday. So I'm not gonna make a video out of it, but I'll comment below the writing session. I feel bad about it because I said it throughout the whole session. If I don't forget, I'm gonna read the translation of the 5 shlokas I'm writing in Bhagavad Gita. Look what I'm doing. And I reminded myself twice more throughout the session. I better not forget, to read a translation after writing these holy precious sloka. Look what I'm doing. Blah, blah, blah. And for the third time, I go, I better not forget to read the translation for the last time. And then I actually forgot to read the translation. So yeah, I feel bad about it. 42 seconds and I'll go. Thank you. The translation, no more Sanskrit. So if you just came by Sanskrit, goodbye. Have a good day. And if you want to stick around for translation, I say 42 seconds. And I swear, I'll look at the clock. That's 2 hour and 1 minute mark right about now. So, okay, thank you. 42 seconds. Here we go. All right. On time. I said 42 seconds. Ashitaka asked. Alright, hold on. Namaste. No, Shakha. No, Shalom. Ashitaka asked, who amongst these, O king, both exerting constantly like the sun and the moon, first attaineth to communion with Brahma, the ascetic or the man of knowledge? Yayati answered, the wise, by help of the Veda, and of knowledge, having ascertained the visible universe to be illusory, instantly realize the Supreme Spirit as a sole existent independent essence, while they that devote themselves to yoga meditation take time to acquire the same knowledge, for it is by practice alone that these latter divest themselves of the consciousness of duality. Hence the wise attain to salvation first. Then again, if the person devoted to yoga findeth not sufficient time in one life to attain to success, being led astray by the attractions of the world, in his next life he is benefited by the progress he hath already made. For regretfully he devoteth himself to the pursuit of success. But the man of knowledge ever beholdeth the indestructible unity, and therefore, though immersed in worldly enjoyments, never affecteth them at heart. Therefore there is nothing to impede his salvation. He, however, who faileth to attain to knowledge, should yet devote himself to piety as dependent on action. But he that devoteth himself to such piety, moved thereto by desire of salvation, can never achieve success. His sacrifices bear no fruit and partake of the nature of cruelty. I'll read that again, I'm sorry. His sacrifices bear no fruit and partake of the nature of cruelty. Piety, as dependent on action, that proceedeth not from the desire of gain, is, in the case of such men, yoga itself. Ashitaka said, O king, thou lookest like a youth. Thou art handsome and decked with the celestial garland. Thy splendor is great. Whence dost thou come, and where dost thou go? Whose messenger art thou? Art thou going into the earth? Yayati said, fallen from heaven upon the loss of all my religious merit, I am destined to enter the earth hell. Indeed, I shall go there after I have finished my discourse with you. Even now, the deities of the 10 points of the universe command me to hasten thither. And, O king, I have obtained it as a boon from Inindra, that though I'll repeat that, sorry. And, O king, I have obtained it as a boon from Inindra, that though fall I must upon the earth, yet I should fall amidst the wise and the virtuous. Ye are all wise and virtuous that are assembled here. Ashitaka said, thou art acquainted with everything. Thou art acquainted with everything. I ask thee, O king, are there any regions for myself to enjoy in heaven or in the firmament? If there be, then thou shalt not fall through falling. Yayati answered, O king, there are many regions for thee to enjoy in heaven, as there are kine and horses in the earth, with the animals in the wilderness and the hills. Ashitaka then said, if there are worlds for me to enjoy, as fruits of my religious merits in heaven, O king, I give them all unto thee. Therefore, thou falling, thou shalt not fall. Therefore, though falling, thou shalt not fall. O take thou soon all these, wherever they be, in heaven or in the firmament. Let thy sorrows cease. Yayati answered, O thou best of kings, a Brahma knowing Brahmana alone can take in gift, but not one like ourselves. And O monarch, I myself have given away to Brahmanos as one should. Let no man, not a Brahmano, and not the wife, let no man, not a Brahmano, and let not the wife of a learned Brahmano ever live in infamy by accepting gifts. On earth I have ever desired to perform virtuous acts. Having never done so before, how shall I now accept a gift? Pratardana, who was amongst them, asked, O thou of the handsomest form, I am Pratardana by name. I ask thee, are there any worlds for me to enjoy as fruits of my religious merits, in heaven or in the firmament? Answer me, thou art acquainted with everything. Yajati said, O king, numberless worlds full of felicity, effulgent like the solar surface, and where woe can never be, await thee. If thou dwellest in each but for 7 days, they would not yet be exhausted. But Dardana then said, These then I give unto thee. Therefore, thou falling, thou must not fall. Let the worlds that are mine be thine. Whether they be in the firmament or in heaven, oh, soon take them. Let thy woes cease. Yayati answered, O monarch, no king of equal energy should ever desire to receive in gift the religious merits of another king acquired by yoga austerities. And no king who is afflicted with calamity by the fate should, if wise, yet act in a censurable way. A king keeping his eye ever fixed on virtue should walk in the path of virtue and increase his fame thereby. A person of virtue like myself, and knowing what are his duties, should not act so meanly as thou directest. When others, desirous of acquiring religious merit, do not accept gifts, how can I do what they do not? I'll read that again. 2 sentences. When others, desirous of acquiring religious merit, do not accept gifts, how can I do what they do not? On the conclusion of the speech, that best of kings, Yayati, was then addressed by Vasumana in the following words. Okay, done. There's no ending in Sanskrit. I'm not going to read that. I hate reading non-Sanskrit texts. Okay, I'm done. I'm just going to make a note to myself so I know where I am next time. And see you. So the 2 other sessions every day pretty much until I heal, which is the Hare Krishna Exorcism 66. And the second one is ASMR Hare Krishna Exorcism 66. So the first one, the audible chanting one is next. I'll eat something. That's how I eat. And then, yeah, so give me like an hour and 30 minutes max. So yeah, in between an hour, 30 minutes from now, I'll chant online. Hare Krishna Exorcism 66. It's the name that I thought of myself, and it's probably what God came with herself. Have a good night. Om Namaste. No, Shakha. No, Shalom.